Support. Chapter 13 Angela's POV 87% 56 vouchers. I tried to move away, but Liam's hand held mine. I looked down to where our hands joined, and he pulled back immediately as if burned, making me miss the warmth of his touch. Why I missed his touch wasn't clear to me. His eyes searched mine. "Thank you for the ice pack, Angel." "You're welcome," I replied, forcing myself to step back. But my heart was thumping wildly, loud enough I was sure he could hear it. When I walked past him toward the kitchen counter, I felt his gaze still on me, warm, intense, unsettling. "Have you had dinner?" I asked, desperate to steer the conversation into safer waters. He shook his head. "No, not yet. I was hoping we could order takeout." "Okay," I said, trying to sound normal. "What do you want?" "You choose," he answered, picking up his phone and handing it to me. "I'll eat whatever you're in the mood for." Of course he said that. Of course he made something as simple as food feel intimate. I ordered the safest option, Chinese, and we settled into a quiet rhythm, setting plates, grabbing water bottles, moving around each other like we had done it 100 times. After we set the table, he faced me. "I need to get cleaned." "Here," he handed me his wallet. "I'm not insulting you, but I really want to pay for our dinner. Is that okay?" I didn't even realize I was gaping at him. As he left, I felt his absence immediately. Minutes later, the doorbell rang and I went to take the food. Liam entered the dining room, his hair still damp with the water, and I gulped. Even in casual clothes, he looked amazing. "Focus, Angela. Focus," I told myself again and again. I heard the doorbell. "Is the food here?" he asked, and I nodded. When we sat down to eat, I felt lighter. The domesticity of the moment wrapped around me slowly, gently, but in a way that made my skin prickle. This wasn't supposed to feel normal. It definitely wasn't supposed to feel nice. Liam sat across from me, chopsticks in hand, and for a few minutes we ate in comfortable silence. Every so often, his knee brushed mine under the table. I told myself it was accidental. It didn't feel accidental. "This is good," he said, taking a bite of his fried rice. I nodded, chewing slowly, watching him from the corner of my eye. The bruise near his jaw had darkened, making the sharp lines of his face even more severe. Halfway through the meal, he cleared his throat softly. "So, my parents are having a family dinner this weekend." I froze mid-bite. He continued casually, "I was thinking you could come with me." My fork stilled. Why? 1/3 24 Friday, January 23rd DGG. Chapter 13 4.87% 0L65 vouchers. He blinked, caught off guard by my tone. "Why?" "Because we live together. And they've been asking about you, well, about us. I thought it might be good for them to meet you. Meet me. His family." Just like that. My mind raced. Nothing with Liam was ever simple. Nothing in my life was ever simple. And now, family dinners. "Liam," I started slowly, "are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, what exactly would I even say to them?" He opened his mouth to respond, and then his phone buzzed sharply. The sound was jarring, slicing the moment clean in half. Liam's expression shifted the instant he looked at the screen. First confusion. Then anger. A cold, simmering kind that made the air feel heavier. Without saying anything, he turned the screen toward me. A photo. Of us. At the carnival. Sitting on the Ferris wheel. His arm around me as I laughed at something he said. Captioned with, "It would be a shame if everyone knew the truth about why you're really living together." My stomach dropped so fast I felt physically nauseous. Someone had been there. Watching. Close enough to take that picture. Could it be that it would be the same person sending those messages to me? I swallowed hard, my throat suddenly dry. Liam, who would send this? He locked his jaw but didn't answer. The muscle in his cheek twitched as he looked from the screen to me, reading my panic like it was written in bold letters. "Angela," he said quietly, firmly, "look at me." I didn't want to. I didn't want him to see the fear in my eyes. But did. He pushed his chair back and moved around the table until he stood beside me. I stiffened as he crouched, leveling himself with me. "I won't let anyone hurt you." His voice was low. Fierce. A promise that felt too real. But the photo, the caption, and the fact that someone had been close enough to see us, to follow us. It lodged under my skin like a thorn. Liam, I whispered, someone is watching us. Someone knows where we go. What we do. Why we're. I know. His hand hovered near mine, not touching, not forcing, just offering. But I'm going to handle it. How? My voice trembled despite everything in me trying to study it. You don't even know who it is. I'll find out. The certainty in his voice should have comforted me. It didn't. 'Cause Liam didn't sound surprised. He didn't sound confused. He sounded prepared. 2/3 15:25 Friday, January 23rd DGG. Chapter 13. Prepared for this. Prepared for whoever was behind it. Prepared for what came next. My heart pounded as realization settled in my gut. 3.87% 155 vouchers. I hadn't just stepped into Liam's world. I had walked straight into something far more complicated. Far more dangerous. And far less accidental than I wanted to believe. His eyes softened when he saw the fear I couldn't hide. Angela, he murmured, you're safe with me. But as the words settled between us, warm and heavy, all I could think was safe from who? And worse, safe from him, or because of him. My body shook slightly. I didn't like this one bit. 3/3 AD comment, send gift Archer. Share novel and remove ads.